Hello there and welcome to bnetTV.com. I'm Michelle Sklar. We're here at the Mobile Marketing Association's Forum in Los Angeles, and I am joined by Andrew Osmak of Lavalife. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
My pleasure.
So, how come you guys are here?
We're 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We started with offering voice personals 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, we started Lavalife.com. And 4 years ago, we started Lavalife Mobile.
Excellent. And how is the Lavalife Mobile going, since that's obviously why we are all here today?
It's going great. The reason that we're here at the Mobile Marketing Association Forum is because we've been members for a few years now. I sit on the Consumer Best Practices Committee and also just formed a Mobile Communities and User-Generated Content Committee. So there's lots of stuff to sort out, and the Mobile Marketing Association is a very good forum to sort all that stuff out.
Right. Okay. One of the things, of course, that we have been talking about today is the importance of taking your marketing campaign and as you apply it to the mobile experience, taking what's relevant, using the aspects of other campaigns that are relevant, but making it specific to what the user experience is going to be on a mobile phone. I don't have a lot of time. I need to be able to interact with my phone pretty much with one hand.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about searchability with a mobile device is more about answers versus greater pieces of information.
Yep.
So how is Lavalife sort of adjusting to that experience?
Sure. Great question. With our voice service, we find that there's a particular segment of our audience that really prefers to just hear what the other person sounds like, and so that's their preferred choice of access. With the web, I call our website lavalife.com our power dating tool. With a large screen, you can sit down with a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and really sort of read about people, learn about them. And with our mobile dating and chat product, it's very much like a sort of cocktail snacking version of dating, and it's on the go. We have a bunch of different products. Some of them are tied to Lavalife.com, for example, which is a service called Lavalife To Go that's in the States. We're going to bring up to Canada soon. So if you're a member of Lavalife.com and you need to go, then you can take Lavalife To Go with you.
So what is Lavalife To Go? What's that going to give me?
It is a mobile. It's the mobile version of Lavalife.com, fully tied into that database with millions of members on it. Same username and password. You can log in on your phone as you can on the web. And it's great because you can take that experience with you.
Right.
Separate from that, we have standalone chat and dating products that we have on deck and off deck, and they're also sort of lighter versions that are maybe a little more playful and lighter than the power dating tool, like Lavalife.com. So it serves that medium because your phone is with you, you're usually moving around, and if you are sitting either at home or in the office, you probably do have a PC, and that's probably the better experience for that venue.
Right. So Lavalife.com is the number one service, if you will, for meeting people that you can spend time with, whether it be a weekend or weekday evening or whatever the case may be. But in all seriousness, your company has achieved amazing success.
Thank you.
And what do you feel has been integral in the business model of creating that success? Sure.
We actually believe in emulating the experience, the real life experience. So if you were going out, if you were out at a bar, restaurant, club, the typical experience is you go and you rummage through that venue.
Nice word.
and find someone, or meet, your eyes meet, and then maybe you approach and have a conversation. So we tend to design our services as places where you can go and rummage. We have search tools, we have things that can help you get to where you want to go faster.
Right.
But we really believe that, like the human experience or like the real live experience, rummaging is an important part, and that it's not necessarily about finding Mr. Right. It could be Mr. Right Now, or it's not necessarily the destination of walking down the aisle, but the journey. That's just as important and as much of the experience and the fun as getting to a goal such as walking down the aisle.
Right, absolutely. Now, you mentioned earlier that you sit on one of the best practices committees for the MMA. And Lavalife.com essentially grew up in an era where there weren't a lot of best practices. The internet was a bit of a different game. It was a bit more of a free form experience.
Yep.
And obviously the companies like yours that succeeded, they did things the right way, or they learned the important lessons along the way to be where they are now. Why did you feel that you needed to get involved with the Best Practices Committee?
For a bunch of reasons. Because our mobile products ride on proprietary networks which are owned by the carriers. It's just a part of life in mobile that there are more rules and regulations. And so we just thought it makes sense to embrace them and be a part of shaping policy as opposed to, finding out later
right.
what the rules are, etc. So we just really believe in participating and being a part of shaping those rules and trying to participate as a vendor, one of hundreds or thousands, in letting carriers know, for example, what we think about certain issues, offering them a perspective that they might not think of naturally because
right.
of where they sit.
Right.
And so I think that it's A, very important, and B, it's been very rewarding for us. We've gotten to know almost all the carriers across North America, where we sit on most of the carrier decks across
right.
Canada and the USA. So it's been fruitful for us and personally satisfying for myself, just in helping tackle some issues that the answer may not be very clear and obvious, but then you sort of collaboratively get there.
Right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time with us. We've been speaking with Andrew Osmak of Lavalife, and we are here at the MMA Forum in Los Angeles. And I'm Michelle Sklar with bnetTV.com.